listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me to make my dreams.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008?
I think broadly
protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What, are you nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, Go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
You know, I think broadly speaking, we're kind of looking through some of this in the short term, and just really as we assess the health of the U.S. economy, to us, it looks pretty strong. So we think that's going to feed through into corporate profits, whether it's this quarter or the next one is a little bit less relevant than the kind of the bigger picture in our view.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
What a lie. Our economy is strong? Wait a minute. 2022, our GDP growth was 1%. 1%. Our inflation was 7%. That's good? What are you, nuts? That's insane. That's insane. Unbelievable to say something like that. And listen to this. Listen to this lie.
And in the U.S., it's almost 70% of consumer spending is done on a card. So by watching their volumes, which are both debit and credit, you can see that overall health in real time. And so far, it's extraordinarily healthy.
Oh, really healthy. In the last quarter of 2022, historic debt, just in one quarter, The last quarter 2020 went up 300, and I think it was $94 billion. That's how much money they had to borrow so they could float. Their credit cards tapped out, hitting $1 trillion. They took out refis of their homes. Like it's at historic levels, higher now than what happened back in 2008 when that crash occurred. Remember, it was refinancing their homes, when they thought everything was terrific. Tapped out. Savings during the pandemic, 32% of disposable income. Today, 2%. What are these people? These people are unbelievable. Spending. This is nuts. You know, it's really interesting. I was watching the president over the weekend in Ukraine. I mean, like flexing his muscles with his aviator glasses and aviator jacket. For what? Does he really think going over there, putting on his aviation glasses and jacket, that's going to deter our enemy? Look strong, make him look so strong. Boy, that's strong. Look at it. He wears aviation glasses. But the only thing he flies is a 20 or 30-year-old Corvette. Not even a jet. This is insane. It doesn't show you're strong when you're sending to Ukraine $113 billion that we don't have. We have to print it, and even worse, because we're spending more money than we take in, that's a deficit, and then we have to take the deficit and fund the deficit by going to China on our knees and begging for money that they'll finance our deficit. That shows strength? Are you kidding that we got to beg China to finance our deficit? And worse, they laugh at us because when it's due, all those treasury bills that we sent them, all the bonds that we sold them, when we have to buy those bonds back, we print money. We have no money. We're broke. We have to print money. And that means inflation goes up even more. No, that's not strength. Biden didn't go over there and show any strength. He was showing stupidity. Sending $113 billion to Ukraine for missiles or boots on the ground or whatever at a time we're broke. And our economic growth in 2022 was 1%. Our economic growth estimated this year, anemic 1.4%, when inflation's at 7%. What are you, nuts? That shows stupidity. That's just crazy. More stupidity. Don't you think when they look at Biden with his aviation glasses, oh boy, he's strong. When they know this dope killed 72% of this country's oil production. This dope says, let's get into a battle with our oil producers. Let's get into a war with our oil producers. And then we'll go around and we'll buy oil from our enemies at a higher price. That's stupidity. Stupidity. Killing off 72% of this country's oil production? This is nuts. More stupidity. He's going to cut Trump's tax cuts. And it was Trump's tax cuts that have been saving his butt. He ran the two biggest deficits in 2020 and 2021 and 2022. Historic deficits. Historic. That's what he did, spending more money than he takes in. The deficits were historic. And he's cutting Trump's taxes that saved his butt? When Trump took the corporate rate from 35% down to 21%, that was, remember, starting December 31st, 2017. Remember Pelosi, this is going to reduce revenues. It's a scam. It's going to reduce revenues by $1.5 trillion. Pelosi, that old hag, $1.5 trillion. She looks like the back end of a mule. Ever notice? God. Instead, what happened? The revenues, the tax revenues increased by $570 billion, and when Pelosi was asked for a comment, she cut a fart, walked off, no comment. That's Pelosi for you. A vile woman. Couldn't even give credit. And this was bailing out Biden. And he's going to, not only that, now, after he slit our throat, making war with our oil companies, slitting our throat by cutting 72% of our production, slit our throat where we've never had oil reserves this low ever. That's unbelievable. What else don't they want us to know? It's unbelievable. That this America, the reason why we're having so much trouble with the stock, I told you, how many times did I tell you? When everybody said, October, the bottom's in and we're going to make new highs, buy on the dip, buy on the dip. How many times do you hear me say this? Say it over and over. The bottom is not in because the problems that caused the 38% big tech rally to drop, that 38%, the big tech rally, those same problems exist today. That we're going to go lower. We can't go higher because we have the same exact problems that caused the 38% drop. It took 16 weeks to recover the 22% drop we had in 2018, and then we rallied 54%. In 2020, it took just 5 weeks to claw back our 31% drop. And then, on top of that, we rallied 133%. Where are we now? We had a 38% drop. It's over a year, and we haven't clawed back our losses. Just 19% to 38%. When 2018, it took 16 weeks. 2020 took 5 weeks. Are you kidding me? And we're over a year, and this guy's saying the economy's strong? What are you, nuts? More when I get back. Yep.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Bill, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Bill's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
Philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Short on time but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com. Or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back. I'm going to give you a reason why you should attend our seminar this weekend. Now, it's going to be just Saturday. It's going to be from 12 to 3 o'clock Eastern. But it's archived for 2 weeks, so you don't have to be there. Just go to our gift shop and sign up. I'm going to give you the reasons why. The best reasons in the world why you should do this. Listen to this. Right here. Listen to this.
The U.S. economy is stronger than what we previously thought.
Stronger than we thought? It's weaker, not stronger. Look. The reason you see the stock market keep going down 700 points yesterday. Then this morning, it was up 100 points. Why? Because they fudged it, because they bring in the plunger team. And then the plunger team comes in early in the morning before the market opens. They buy stocks and they buy index futures. So they always pump the market up because you're in earnings season. They want to push that market up. And then it went up for about 85 points, 100 points. And then now it's back. It's negative. Of course it's negative. It's always going to be going negative because any time that you have any kind of a event that creates any kind of inflation, CPI, PPI, anything that creates inflation, what happens? The big investors, the big institutions, the big banks, the big hedge funds, they know what's going to happen. They anticipate correctly that Biden is going to continue raising his Fed short-term rate, the one that was at zero for 13 years, zero at 13 years, that rallied the big tech stocks 1,200%. 13 years. That's over. That's over. No more. There's no more zero rates. He's going to go from 4.75 to 5. But listen to this. And they're telling us how strong everything is. Unbelievable.
The overall picture, however, is, I think, very clearly the probability of a U.S. recession, I would argue, this year is now very low indeed. And, I wouldn't be at all surprised if we see progressively more and more upward revisions to U.S. growth.
Oh, my God. Just pass me the tea, because I don't agree with you. No, I don't agree at all. What a dope. Are you kidding me? This is crazy.
We no longer believe that we're going to go down and test the October lows. The internal.
No, you're not going to test them. You're going to go straight through them like a knife through hot butter. You dope.
We no longer believe that we're going to go down and test the October lows. The internals of the market improved greatly.
Improved greatly. The internals have gotten totally worse. Totally worse. My God. We're sitting there with earnings at a 20-year low. Minus 5%. Minus 5%. The closest I could come was in 2003. The last quarter of 2003 was minus 5%. 20 years ago. This is the worst earnings ever. But they don't tell you about the earnings. Oh, no. They tell you, oh, boy, we're doing good with the earnings. Oh, look at this. We're beating our estimates. 69% of the stocks in, they all beat their estimates. It's their own estimates, you idiot. This is insane. I'm going to give you reasons why you should come to our webinar. Or go online, rather, to our webinar this Saturday. Here's some more. Listen to this.
It turns out that earnings are holding up okay. They're a little ho-hum.
Okay, little ho-hum? 5%, minus 5%. That's not ho-hum. That's hum-ho. Are you kidding me? That's insane. 5% is ho-hum. I'd like to see if it was 6% what it would be. Ho-hum? 5% negative? We haven't seen that in 20 years?
It turns out that earnings are holding up okay. They're a little ho-hum, but they are.
Let's do this one.
We see the earnings as not so great, as you pointed out in March.
No, she didn't say not so great. She said they were ho-hum.
It turns out that earnings are holding up okay.
Yeah, okay, ho-hum.
I think actually earnings have been pretty good.
Pretty good? This is insane. Let's tell you the truth. Here's why you should come to our webinar. It's going to be archived for 2 weeks, so if you can't be there on Saturday from noon to 3, it's only $75. Let me tell you the truth, what's going on. This is unbelievable, unbelievable. See, what Wall Street and the fake Business News Network and Biden administration don't want you to know, the American Rescue Plan is the worst plan ever. It is the cause of our historic 40-year inflation. Do you understand? We have 40-year inflation. What caused that? The biggest contributor was the American Rescue Plan. That's right. Unbelievable. Just unbelievable. And the cause was more short-term Fed rate hikes. So the American Rescue Plan is so bad, causing a 40-year high inflation, that they had to turn around, continue to raise rates, the Fed rates, short-term rates. It's causing the 10-year Treasury to go up almost every day, and that pushes the market down and the value of bonds down. This is insane. Insane. Biden's American Rescue Plan. But they don't want you to know about this plan. It's the two authors. Remember who the two authors were of this plan? You have one Marxist, Anita Dunn, You remember her? She worked for Obama, and then she had to leave because there's so much public pressure because she stood up and said how she's Mao Zedong is her hero. And then the other one, the socialist who's a liar, Susan Rice, she went around to every talk show and lied and said Benghazi. Oh, no, there was no tourist attack there, just all over a video. Boy, and so now she works for Biden. Boy, they get along good, those two. They just can totally lie. But let's talk about this American rescue plan when I get back. When I finish with that rescue plan, I hope you then understand why this market's going to drop another 40-50% and why you got to come to my webinar this Saturday. It's archived for 2 weeks. You don't have to be there. So learn how to sell short, for God's sakes.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, 60%, gasoline 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. Over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. When the stock market is volatile, how do you invest intelligently?
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. There's no need for you to be panicking in a market that goes up 800 points one day, 700 points, then it goes down again. All you need is good advice, need good direction. You don't get that from your CNBC and the Fox Business and all these crazy shows. You don't. Here's what you get from them. Thank you, Jim Cramer. But this is something that this really bugs me. Listen to this.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What? Their responsibility is to their partners and shareholders and not to you? Check my site out, philsgang.com.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need the experience of Phil Grandy at philsgang.com.
What a difference it makes in your financial life. philsgang.com. It works.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. PhilsGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With PhilsGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to PhilsGang.com. PhilsGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back. Remember, we podcast our radio show every day. YouTube, Rumble, Apple, and Facebook. Okay. When we had the crash, they decided to put in Biden. I'm talking going back now to the pandemic in 2020, when that all was going on. They decided to put in what they called the American Rescue Plan. But here's what they knew. They lied and said to us this was going to help the low-income household the most. No, it hurt the low-income household the most. And they knew that when they put this bill together. They knew that. The consequence of this plan, okay, this was a massive green welfare spending bill. They masked it as if it was going to help the folks. Okay, they said, oh, this bill is going to help the low-income people, household people, middle class. This is a great bill, and what we're going to do is we're going to give them every week. We're going to match the state unemployment check you're going to get another check with the federal government. We're going to give you one of those. We're also going to give you a $1,400 one-time check. We're going to also give your kids $3,000 to $3,600, each kid depending on their age, child tax credit. We're going to give you mortgage assistance. So if you can't pay your mortgage, we'll pay it for you. We're going to give you rent assistance. We're also going to make sure that that nobody can foreclose on you. If you're in a foreclosure, what we're going to do is we're going to give you a grant. We'll provide a grant, and we'll bring your payments current. We're going to do a moratorium on mortgage, moratorium on rent, moratorium on student loans, moratorium on your cars. This guy said the internals of the economy is really good. Have you read about the subprime housing, subprime car loans? What are you, nuts? So when you do a bill like this with that massive spending, that we don't have that money, that's deficit spending. We owe that money. We have no money. We have to go borrow the money from China. We sell them bonds. And when those bonds are due, when our deficits are due, our loan is due, we have to buy those back. And the only way we can do that is by printing money. That creates inflation. But this bill, and they knew this bill alone has great consequences. This green welfare spending bill caused the reduction of consumer purchasing power. Each dollar that you have, they knew this. When they passed this bill and they're going to pay all this crap, they knew it would reduce the purchasing power of every dollar you had in savings and your wallet and your 401k. They knew that you were going to get screwed. They knew that. They also knew it was going to be the biggest contributor to the 40-year high inflation. They knew that. So think about it. They did this bill. It was a con job. People thought, wow, look at all the free stuff we're getting. No. This bill reduced everybody's purchasing power of every dollar. Now, here's what you got to think about. Not only does it reduce the purchase power of every dollar you have in your pocket, but it also it's the cause of income erosion. That's the biggest contributor to 40-year high inflation. So they knew when they're putting this bill together that they're going to screw everybody. And that's why the market can't get back. That's why the market, after it dropped 38%, only's up 19% of that 38% after a year, when in 2018, we recaptured it all in 13 weeks, and went on with a 54% profit. And in 2020, when the market dropped 31% in 5 weeks, we clawed back all those losses in 5 weeks and went on with another 123% gain. You can't do that right now. It won't work because this bill was the worst bill ever. It was for one reason only. He had to make peace with the people who put him in office. The green woke people, these socialists, these Marxists, you know them all. Sanders, Cory Booker, AOC, Elizabeth Warren, on and on and on. So he had to make peace with them. He had to say to them, look, I need your support. I need your support. Give me your support. They said, okay, what we need is a lot of money for green welfare, for spending on all this green crap. So how did they shove that money to them? Through this fake, crazy spending going wild bill. Yeah, people are getting $400 for the federal unemployment check on top of their state unemployment check. They got a $1,400 check one time. Yeah, they got mortgage assistance. They got all that. But what they don't realize, it's now back. The consequences of that has come back to us, because the consequences of that, which people don't understand, and I want you to come to my webinar this Saturday from noon to 3. If you can't make it, it's archived. Just go to my store, go to my homepage, philsgang.com. It's only $75, and go to my gift shop and sign up. So you understand how this stuff works. 85% of the people lose money in the market because, number one, they have too many stocks, and also they don't know how the market works. So this bill they created was for spending. It was all spending for AOC and her green craziness and all that. And the minute you start doing that, the consequences are severe. And you are now feeling the consequences. And what are the consequences? Every dollar in your wallet is worth a lot less. That's right. You're losing your purchasing power. He knew that. And also, what the biggest problem, which people don't understand, it also causes your real income to erode. And those two reasons, those two items, income erosion and the loss of purchasing power, is what gave us the biggest 40-year high inflation, which means that the market's got to keep going down. It's not going to go up. Just keep looking at the 10-year yield. I teach that every day to our members. Why does the 10-year yield keep going up? Has no choice. Because as long as we're fighting this 40-year high inflation that was put on us purposely so that Biden could kiss up to the Democrat socialists, AOC and the rest of them, we are now suffering. And you can't rally the stock market. And all these people that are lying to you, saying, oh, earnings are stable.
It turns out that earnings are holding up okay.
Oh, yeah, really?
We see the earnings as not so great, as you pointed out, and margins compression is continuing.
I think actually earnings have been pretty good. But
who do you believe? Don't believe any of them. Look, go to my gift shop. sign up, $75, and you got this for 2 weeks. You don't even have to come on Saturday. It's archived for 2 weeks. You're going to learn how to short, you're going to learn how to buy, but most important, you're going to understand how the market works. Do you know, I was screaming when this bill came out, the American Rescue Plan. I kept saying, can't people see what Biden's doing? He's screwing you. When he lied and Anita Dunn lied and Rice lied, said, oh, no, this is going to be wonderful for low-income households. It's going to benefit them. Benefit them? How is it going to benefit them when these poor people, every dollar they have in their 401k or wallet is getting crushed? Their purchasing power the dollar is getting killed. Their real income is also eroding, and they're telling you this bill is going to be good for them when it gave us the biggest contribution, 40-year high. But there's an opportunity to make money in this market. I'll explain when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, just listen to Phil Grandy.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. There's many reasons to listen to a radio show, but I think to listen to my show, you get the truth, you get clarity, and you get great information.
No matter what level of investor you are, Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success.
You know what? Most of all, it's fun. philsgang.com. Clarity, good information, and fun.
Phil Grandy has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. You make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com. When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners and shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Now, you've got to believe this when I tell you the market is going to go much lower, especially what will lead this market down are the tech stocks. We're going to go down much further. The bank stocks are going to break, taking the market down. So there's great opportunity, not only in shorting the stocks after they drop. Look at the stocks that Phil's gang purchased after the big tech crash. We started to buy the tech stocks in November, December of 2021, and then we started to buy in 2022 into 2023. We started to buy these tech stocks that got beaten down so bad after the 38% crash, because I knew when the calendar turned to January, the big institutions had to buy their stocks back. And the tech stocks rallied, and some of our stocks are up between 15, 20, and 40%. Take, for example, gold. Nobody wanted gold. We bought gold right on the bottom. It went up about, take AU, 46%. Then we turned around and we just shorted it on, I think we shorted on February 10th. And now it's down. We got an 18% profit on the way down. And that's what I'm trying to say to you. The market is always going to be putting you in a position to buy or to sell. The problem is 85% of you lose money because the only position you're in is how to buy. And you're doing that wrong because you're listening to the fake business news network. So when Biden created this American Rescue Plan, a couple things happened. That plan masked what they were really doing was taking care of the new green, woke, socialist, Marxists, you know them all, give them money for all their programs, and then they lied to you and said, boy, people, you're going to really do good. You're going to really do well. And the low-income household, are going to do the best. Well, no, it kills the low-income households and the middle class because what it did is all this tremendous money printing. We don't have the money. It reduced the purchasing power of each dollar and in turn causes your income to erode. That's the problem. And that causes the biggest contribution to the 40-year high inflation. They knew this inflation was going to go up like this when they did the American Rescue Plan. But they sacrificed you for the new green, woke, socialist, Marxist deal. Now, let's talk about the tech rally that everybody said, oh boy, look at the rallies. Look, it's coming off the bottom. Really did good. We're shorting those stocks again. People are buying those tech stocks now. We've been in them. We've already been up anywhere from 10 to 40%. Now they're time to sell short again. 85% of the people don't know that. They're getting in buying these tech stocks. Listen to these fools saying how, boy, the economy's great. No, here's why the tech rally won't last, because it's a short covering rally. And the same reasons that caused it to drop 38% from November 2021 exist today. Deficits, $1.6 trillion. $1.6 trillion. Then don't forget, in 2021, he had a $2.7 trillion deficit, the two highest ever. We still have those deficits. They're still there. We still have an inverted yield curve. Inverted yield curve. That tells you you're in a recession. But he turned around and said, oh, no, we're not in a recession. Those rules are gone. Back-to-back, 2 quarters, back-to-back, negative, no more. And then what else is he doing to get rid of inflation? Inflation is at 7%. Real inflation is 14, 20%. But inflation is at 70%. So what he's saying is, you know how they take out food and energy? Now Biden's saying, we're not only going to take out food and energy, we're going to take out one of the biggest expenses is shelter. So he's going to drop inflation from 7% down to 4%. He still can't get it down to 2% by cheating, by taking out shelter. The only thing that's going to be left is a fountain pen. What are you, nuts? This is what this guy's doing. So we have the inverted yield curve. The same thing that took this market down. November 2021, 38% still exists. Deficits, inverted yield curve, inflation. We also have uncertain economic winds, wages, okay, for many are very, very low. The inflation is outpacing the inflation is outpacing wages. The other problem that's happened, the layoffs, because earnings, when they drop 5%, the worst in 20 years, earnings are connected to layoffs. Companies start laying off. You watch what happens. By this October, be massive layoffs. There's another big problem that we had. Now remember, this is why the market dropped 38% November 2021 to January 2021. Strong dollar. The dollar's strong. That's killing our overseas tech sales. 60% of tech revenue comes from overseas, but not when it's a strong, well, you got to have a weak dollar, not a strong dollar. It's killing their income. Earnings. Same thing with earnings, just went over with you. Terrible. And Biden's spending, he's not going to stop spending. He will not stop spending. This guy never held a job, never met a payroll. He doesn't even understand that. Cut spending. He's been there for 50 years. He doesn't understand what that means. So again, between this rescue plan that killed the purchasing power of your dollar, eroded your real income, and then the tech rally you think is going to... We didn't have a tech rally. It dropped 38%. The only reason why it went up 19%, 38%, because everybody's short covered. All the big institutions were covering their short position. Now it's going back down. We're shorting these stocks right now. So the same, everything that existed to take down the tech rally 38% still exists. Everything he's doing, like with this American Rescue Plan, inflation is going to keep going higher. That's why you're going to keep seeing Powell keep raising the short-term Fed rate. He's going to raise it from 4.75 to 5%. And that's going to keep pushing up the 10-year Treasury yield, which is going to keep on putting pressure downward on your stock market. So if you take this course, first of all, you can join my gang right now, free for 10 days, for God's sakes. Do that at least. Then go to my gift store and sign up for the webinar. Now you'll have it for 2 weeks. So if you can't make it Saturday from noon to 3, okay, you got it for 3 weeks. You're going to learn more. It's just not going to show you. We think we're going to teach you like most people do. This candlestick is called the upside down doji punch in the nose. You got to know that one. That's the real interesting. Oh, this one over here, this candlestick is called the sideways goofball. Oh boy, you need to know this one over here, the falling raindrop. What are you, nuts? You don't need to know any of that crap. We're going to give you a chart that's color coded. Tells you when to buy, when to sell. But you're going to understand why you're going to buy and sell. Not just because some idiot goes on TV and tells you, hey, everything's great, when it's not. You should understand how the things that occur in this market, what happens to the stock when these things occur. Just like when they had the American Rescue Plan. Nobody understood it. I was sitting there screaming at the top of my lungs. Hey, we're getting, are you kidding? He's screwing us. Do you understand what's going on? I said it over and over and over. This is the most inflationary plan ever. This is all money to satisfy his woke new green group. This is going to kill the economy, and it did. And it did. Look, you can't sit there with a 1% economic growth in 2022. With inflation, it's 6.5 or 7%. Now they're saying, well, we're estimating this year, 2023, we're going to GDP growth of 1.4%. But you're still going to have inflation at 6% or more. Inflation is still going to be outpacing wages. So you need to know, what stocks do I get in? And how do I sell them short when they go down? That's what you're going to learn. And you're going to also learn how to execute a stock properly, when to buy it. When do you really execute to buy a stock? Because you hear them tell you, buying a dip, 85% of you bought on a dip and lost money. That's all I got to say about this. Drives me nuts. Join my gang free for 10 days. Go sign up now. And remember, sign up for the webinar this Saturday, 12
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.